Alright guys, so here's a new category. I don't think most people show when they declutter brushes, but honest to God, I have way too many. I really need to sort through these and share the wealth because I know my sister-in-law, one of my best friends would love to have more brushes. And so I'm going to be good and share. Now these ones here are my dirty brushes. I know, even that is like this massive pile. And for the most part, these are like my favorite go-to ones, so I'm not getting rid of most of these, but I am like, no, not that one. See, I can't get rid of these. Like, these are just my go-to. So, yeah, but I did want to include those because I have quite a few, as you guys can tell. So this is the pile that automatically stays and needs to go actually into the restroom so I can wash it. Maybe that'll be a video for another day. But besides all these that I'm already keeping, we've got all these, and these babies over here, which honestly, who needs that many brushes, right? So let's get into it. Starting off with the already loose pile, just gonna separate them. So here we go. These are all my lip brushes. I genuinely never use lip brushes, so I'm gonna pass most of these along. Save for this one because I've used this already for nail polish, so it's a little bit rough. I like to use this to clean around the edges when I'm doing my nails, so I might keep one or two for those purposes, like that one. This one's really nice, so someone could definitely get some use out of that. This is actually really nice for nail polish too. But like these three, this one I've used for nail polish. You can tell because they're rough. All of these someone can definitely get some use out of, so I'm going to pass these along. These are just eyeshadow regular brushes. I really like the Sephora one though because it's really good for packing on shadow and it's soft and fluffy so you can blend through the crease, so I'm keeping that. This one is just a generic one. This one can go. And this mini one is really good for packing on like colors on a specific spot, so I'm keeping these two. I know I'm already starting off on a bad thing, but this one can go. Okay, out of these, actually, this one's too tall and it's getting smushed in my container. So I'm going to let that go because it's a really good brush. I know my sister and my sister-in-law can get some use out of that. And I don't actually like these kind of concealer brushes, so I'm getting rid of that too. Getting rid of all of these because I don't really use these smudgy ones, even though they're really good for underneath your eyes. I just never reach for them, and the ones I do reach for are already in my dirty pile, so I'm letting those go. These are hard. These two are part of the old Up and Up Target brand, and I actually really like these, so I'm keeping them because they don't sell this particular packaging anymore, and I just like the way this is tapered really nicely. These are really good. This one can go. It's too fluffy, but someone can definitely use that for their brows. I'm not going to use this too thin. This one is a Tarte one, and while it's expensive, it's still brand new. I haven't even taken off the plastic. Someone can definitely get some use out of this. I don't particularly like these kind of liner brushes for doing my gel liner, so that's why I'm letting this go. And this is just an e.l.f. one. It's a really good angled liner brush. Someone can get use out of that, so letting that go. These flat concealer type, I'm letting go of this one. This is a Bare Minerals, I want to say. Yeah, had it forever. These are the Target Up and Up old-fashioned kind of packaging. I love these though for applying like cream shadows on the lid more than concealer, so I'm keeping these because I know I'll get use out of them. Alright, like I said, these are staying for my nails, staying for the eyes. These ones here, I really like this double-ended one, but I feel like someone else could get use out of it. I don't tend to like double-ended brushes in the first place. They're just a hassle to wash, so I'm passing this along. This one I've had forever. I love it. I'm not getting rid of it. These two, someone else can get some use out of these, letting them go. Alright, moving into the first pile, or the first tin here. These are mixed. I'm going to put these two in the face pile. This one, just a really good e.l.f. brush. Definitely not getting rid of that. Alright.
Please hang up and try again.
Okay guys, I moved the giveaway pile here. Now, moving into this kind of assortment. These are going to be tough because these are my favorite. They're the eyeshadow brushes. Look at how many e.l.f. I have. I genuinely love these things. They're so good. These are $1. I find myself buying one almost every time I go to Target because I'm like, I could probably use another one. So these, I'm going to get rid of the ones that are supposed to be like the flat shading brush because those I actually genuinely don't like. I have 3 of those. But all of these I'm going to keep. I know it's bad, but I use these all the time. I love them. Alright, now out of these, some of these are just too tall for the container. See how it's getting squished and damaged? So I'm going to pass that one along. I'm also going to pass along this e.l.f. one that actually I like that. Here's the thing, I have so many blending brushes, but like these I'm definitely not getting rid of. I know this for a fact. These ones here. Love them. So the white fluffy ones, definitely not going anywhere. These 2 Lancome ones I've had forever. I really love them. But I'm going to pass them along. I'm going to be good. I'm also going to pass along, oh, this one I use all the time. I'm going to pass along this one here. It's from Revolution. And I'm going to pass along, ugh. I'm going to keep these. I know I'm being really bad. Alright, more concealer type flat brushes. This is a Zoeva one. It's really pretty. I'm going to keep it. Keeping the Target one. These I can pass along though. Angled brushes. These I use mostly, these 2 I use for my brows, but I'm going to pass them along. This one's from an art store and it's really, really nice. It's just too tall for the container I keep my brushes in. And this Sephora liner, I love this one. It's a perfect, super thin, pointy, angled liner brush. I'm keeping that. These are more flat top, like general type of eyeshadow brushes. I can pass along these as well. These 2, because I don't really use them. This NARS one is so cute and amazing. I love it. I've had the Sonia Kashuk one for a decade. I love this thing. This is just sentimental value at this point. It works really well, but at the same time I've had it forever and I just never want to discard it. Oh, and another angled one. That one's really good too, also by Sephora. So keeping those. These minis, these came from an Equal Tool set and they're actually genuinely really, really good. If you find this mini eyeshadow brush set, highly recommend all of them. Keeping those. And then this one I use for my brows a lot. This is part of the same Sonia Kashuk set that I got this 10 years ago. Love these 2. Keeping them. So far I'm not doing that great, huh? Alright. Okay guys, so here is the face brushes. My camera died out, or my battery died, so that's why I got cut off. Here's the discard pile. I moved it again so that we could see these a little better. So, this e.l.f. can definitely go. It's a good brush. I love them, but I don't need it with so many that I have here. I prefer others to this one, so I'm going to pass this one along. These Morphe G6, I love these. I have 2. One of them is in the dirty pile, but I'm not getting rid of either of them. Love them. I also really love these icing ones. I have this one here and this one in my dirty pile. I know I have one in the dirty pile somewhere. I love these. They're like $8 at the icing, but they're really, really good. Highly recommend these. So both of these are staying. No, they're a little tall for my container. This Tarte one, another must-have. I love this. This came as part of a set with a foundation last summer. I love it, love it, love it. Cannot get rid of this. Okay. This Morphe was like my first ever Morphe purchase. I love it. I've had it for years, but it's still really nicely packed. It's not loose. It's not shedding any bristles, so I'm keeping that. I love these Target ones. These are like $5-6. It's really, really good. So I'm going to pass this along even though I love it because I'm keeping so many others. I feel like my sister or my sister-in-law can definitely get use out of this. Same with these 2 Morphe ones. I'm pretty sure I already gave them the other 2 that came in the set. They're good brushes. I just prefer some of the ones I'm keeping, and so I'm not getting rid of them because they're bad. It's just because someone else can definitely get more use out of it. I use my Beauty Blender and the dupes so much that I really don't need that many face brushes. This concealer brush, not my type. I don't use it. Definitely passing it along. Alright. This blush brush, I don't remember. This is another one of those Target ones, I think, and I really like it. I don't have too many blush brushes, so I'm definitely keeping that. Also keeping the Sephora one. It's kind of out of shape, but it works really nicely. It's super soft, and I love it. So keeping that because it's another like blush type. This MAC one, who gets rid of MAC brushes? Really, really, obviously it's not going anywhere. This is the one I use mostly for highlighter. It's really nice, soft, and it was super expensive, so that's not going nowhere. These 2 are also from the icing, I really, really like them, but I never reach for them. They're really nice, they're soft, they're really dense, they don't shed. I highly recommend them, but I don't use them. So just for that reason, I'm going to pass it along. Not because they're not as good as the others. This one's super soft. I'm kind of tempted to keep it for blush. But I have too many brushes, and I need to make room. So not for new stuff, just need to make room in my storage. So I'm passing these along. Finally, last but not least, NARS Ita. This is one of my biggest regrets ever. This was $55, $60 when you count the tax. Oh, close to 60, 58 something I think. But still, 50 something dollars for one stinking brush. And ask me how often I reach for this. I don't reach for it. It's so short that it falls to the bottom of my container here. I never see it, never reach for it. Oh my god, I hate myself for buying this. I genuinely hate myself. Like, if I hadn't hidden the receipt from my boyfriend so he wouldn't know I spent that much, I would have returned it because I kind of lost it when I hid the receipt. So yeah, I wish I could have returned this though. I hate it, but it was so much money that you're not throwing away $55 brush. You know, I'm keeping it just for the sake of hating myself every time I see it, basically. So yeah, these are the brushes that I'm keeping. And more than anything, I wanted to make sure that when I put all my face brushes, I'm putting in the dirty ones so I can see kind of how they're going to fit. Because I'm tired of the lid squashing them down. See, there's still too many. But if I adjust them correctly, they can fit. They can fit. For the most part, the lid kind of tends to squash them, and that bugs me. So I feel like if they're rearranged correctly, they'll be fine. These are the face brushes I'm keeping. These are the eye brushes that I'm keeping. And I know, it's still a lot. It's still way more than any girl could ever need. But I don't feel like I did so bad. These are all the ones that are going to new homes. Not too bad if I do say so myself. But that's it. That is this declutter. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Stick around for the rest of them because I will have more coming soon. And thank you so much for watching, guys. I will see you in the next one. Bye. Hope you can see my hand.